Hi, everybody. It's so great to be here. I'm super excited. I know I'm late. We were having a bunch of fun in Friday's self-love class, which is at 8:30 a.m. It's called The Art of Love and Magnetism, and we were going over mother and father wounds. We were going over manifesting love, crucial conversations, relationship dynamics, like you name it, we went over it. It's so much fun. But we did run a little over, and y'all know I do not like to rush. So I just want to say here I am, and I hope you all are doing fabulously. Today, I'm also going to announce the winner of next week's class. So make sure that you have voted. You have voted on Substack. I'm going to actually pull it up right now. I usually have my link out, but I didn't have it up. La 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 la. Make sure that you have voted on the article. Hi, Zawadi. What's up? We missed you this week. We missed you this week. So today's yeah, and we had the love class today. We didn't have any Zawadi stories. So this week's chapter was chapter 3, the Miami Mirage, and it was a fun story to write. And I'm going through and looking at everybody's comments right now, and I love seeing everybody's guesses. Zawadi, I don't see a vote from you. Zawadi, I don't see a vote from you. Also, feel free to let me know where you are tuning in from. Other folks who are here, say hello. You're welcome to say hi. How is your day going? How's your energy going? It's Venus Day. Obviously, this is the perfect day to pour into yourself, do the things that you love. In class, I asked them how they're going to love all up on themselves today. Feel free to write it in the chat and let me know. But we did have on this article for chapter 3, and chapter 4 drops tonight. So again, make sure that you vote so you can be entered into the competition. And I'm going to draw names today, but I do want to read some of these comments because I love them and I feel like they're so juicy. Well, the first one, someone just voted their color. So it's yellow heart is 100% fact. I lived it, no edits. Yellow is kind of real, truth with a twist. Red is total fiction, but you still pictured it, didn't you? Question mark. Sawadi, you said, I know I had to change my phone so I didn't have internet data. Dang. I hope everything's okay. Erin recently had the same thing with her phone. There's phone tech changes, things going on. Yes, you better vote right now. Yeah, vote right now. I will drop the link in the chat in case anybody needs it. If you have not voted, make sure you vote right now. All you have to do is check out the article, make sure you like the post, make sure you comment below with the correct color that you would like to choose. And then I'm going to reveal to you the story behind it. I'm also here to answer any love questions or listen to your stories, since again, it is about love. And today is all love day all over social media. And we need more love in the world. The first one, we have Angela, who voted a green heart, which is true. The second person, someone wrote, so relatable. I'm starting to wonder if falling for someone like this is encountering this dynamic is a rite of passage or on the self-love journey. They put a green heart. And they also wrote, I'm also curious what the tarot card for this one would look like. Oh, my tarot card didn't save. Damn it. Hold on, everybody. Let me fix it right now. I totally saved it, or like I have the card, completely forgot. It's there. Weird. Wait, so I can see it but nobody else can see it? How does that work? How does that work? Does anybody know? Why I can see it and nobody else can see it? That's so weird. Oh my goodness. Let's see. I'm gonna try. Let's see again. Zawadi, you let us know if you can see the card. I just saved it again to see if it's there. I can see it, but now I'm all like, I don't even know if anybody else can see it. Okay. You wrote, I felt like I was in the middle of the remnants of retrograde. It was the worst last 2 days ever. What happened? Dude, tell me what happened. Hi, King Carrie Lake. It's nice to meet you. We're talking about Substack. Have you checked out Substack and have you voted? I'm giving away a free spot in the Art of Love and Magnetism for class next Friday since it happens every week. If you have not voted, I highly recommend it. I'm starting to wonder. Okay, I want to kind of answer. I'm wondering if falling for someone like this or encountering this dynamic is a rite of passage. I have no idea, but I will say I feel like the self-love journey is kind of like the rest of your manifestation journeys. If you choose to do the healing and fully accept your path, then you begin to meet very remarkable people in a way. Even if I feel like the lesson may not be what you want it to be, or it might be a little hard, but when you call in growth and you call in learning and you call in reflection for yourself, whether or not you're journeying to your soulmate, your soulmates, your twin, or any sort of community that you're meant to be with, when you fully accept the journey, you meet these people. Your frequency just has to match it, right? You have to continue to take action. And with the Mango Men and other manifestations, I wanted to write it because I feel like people have become so disconnected with manifestation and just how magical love actually is, regardless of who you meet, and how magical your experiences are, and how healing is so magical, and that when you're connected with the universe and your ancestors and Oshun and other energies, it's like out of this world. It's out of this world. Wild. Damn, I gotta sign back in. You can do it. I will patiently wait for you, Zawadi. I will patiently wait for you. Let me comment to this one. I was saying the card wasn't visible. Now everybody should be able to see the card. Hi, Angela. I was just looking at your vote. on Substack. I saw you voted. I'm going to write everybody's name down in just a second. We also have Shani on here. Green hearts, girl, I have had my time with a Cancer, because I did mention that this person was a Cancer sign. One of my old partners was a Cancer rising, and good Lord, it was a lot. They were also a Scorpio sun. I think I need to come to your Magic to Market class. Oh my goodness, yes, come. So instead of this following week, you'll notice on the schedule, it's usually on Mondays. There's 2 times. There's one at 7 and then usually one at 4. It's moved to Tuesday. Hopefully I moved both of them. If there's anything showing on Monday, don't click it. It's for Tuesday. So definitely come. We'd love to have you there, because I absolutely cannot continue for much longer in my corporate job. Yes, do come. We can chat about it. Happy to help you. What's been happening for you? Do catch me up. And let's see, Shawnee also said he did me like this. This disappearing acts were crazy. Yeah. And I had my moments where I felt unsafe with him, but my heart wanted to save him and show him life is beautiful. Yeah. Sometimes when you're so loving, I know that feeling. Like you just want to be with them, but then also subconsciously there's this layer of you that feels like you have to settle. You have to settle, and you likely magnetize them there because you don't value yourself enough. Like it's like a whole thing, right? But it's such a journey, and it's so cool when you look at your love manifestations and begin to realize like, wow, look at me being reflected back to me. Disappearing act. Right, disappearing act. And also, is there a part of me that wants to disappear? Is there a part of me that is holding on to something that's actually not there that I think is there, right? There's like so many questions that you can begin to ask yourself as you look at your manifestations. Um, and just that, yeah, it's not your responsibility to save people. You got to look out for yourself and important to yourself. And that was something interesting for that story, which I'll go into because I'm not going to tell you the truth quite yet. L Bear wrote, I'm going to say this is true, and even if it's not, it's metaphorical for the emperor archetype stereotype. I enjoyed it. Yay! Yes. I loved writing this one. This one was really fun. I took a little bit of a different spin. I took a different spin because I do want the Mango Man and other manifestations. Like it does have that sensuality, sexuality to it, but it also has the dynamics of relationships. And so I'm going to be throwing in stories that you're not really going to expect are going to be coming. But this whole series, because it is a book, right, is also there to help people heal and to acknowledge parts of themselves and stories that they've experienced and realize that we all go through this and our magic is there, and how can we be more reflective. I guess I've known for a while that I need to leave, but didn't want to accept it. I guess, but it's getting to the point where I cannot physically or energetically maintain it. Yeah, that's happening to a lot of people right now. Because your path is calling you, and and at some point it's kind of like, when am I going to choose myself, right? When am I going to choose myself? There were many times on my journey, um I had to face the same thing, and when I didn't face it, the universe just kicked me to the curb anyway. And it was more painful. It was more painful because I told myself that it was shocking, but I knew that the signs were there, and really the universe was kind of helping me out. um and so it's best that you be in an environment that you love to be in. So I would more than like welcome you into Magic to Market, and Z School for the Gifted, all of the things, Divine Academy. I'm happy to help you, happy to talk to you about it, because you deserve to be happy. And the more you are tapped in, I have sand in my hair. The more you are tapped into your divinity, the harder it is to be in places, as people say, like the Matrix, or things like that, where you're not fully seen. It's exhausting. It's very like run of the mill. Um, it's not purpose driven in a lot of ways. It's not filled with love, high frequency, all that kind of stuff. Like it's harder. It gets harder and harder to be in those places. So I completely understand that, Angela. I can't wait for you, because you were working on coaching, right? Yes, he's up there. Yay, looking yummy. LOL. That's so funny. Um, these cards have been coming out like ridiculously accurate. Ridiculously accurate. I will say he wasn't like, he looked a lot like that, like dress and everything. And like his nose wasn't as chiseled, but that's like pretty spot on. I was like, damn, what kind of magic is this? Um, Yay, you voted. Let me refresh the page. Angela voted, Zawadi voted. Anybody else on the call, make sure you vote now if you want to be entered. Make sure you vote. You're so funny. I love these comments. Yeah, El Bear loved it. Ancient eyes. Ooh, the rebel with a yellow heart. Yellow is, let me see what yellow is again. Kind of real, truth with a twist. Ooh. My gut is saying straddle the line, or it could be the gut-wrenching feeling of the familiar experience. I enjoy these. That's what's so fun, because like literally we've lived it in some way, shape, or form. And it brings that. Are you all enjoying it? Are you, everyone who's here, are you enjoying mango manifestations? Also, let me know where you're at with your love life and love manifestation, self-love. How are you caring for yourself? Yeah, what's happening for you? What's happening for you? We were talking about healing a lot of wounds today. I also gave the femmes in the class today homework for last week, in terms of like engaging with masculines, because many of them are manifesting masculines, and so I'm pushing them out of their comfort zone a bit, pushing them out of their comfort zone. So they can be available and sensual and beautiful all at the same time. Yes, I'm enjoying all this. Hi, Shawnee. Yes, you're enjoying all the stories. Okay, good. I can't wait for tonight's to drop. Ooh, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. I love writing them. I love writing in general. It's something that's near and dear to my heart. I don't know why I love it, but I could do it forever. Do you all love writing? But do tell me what's going on with you. My boss is leaving in a couple years, and she asked me if I wanted her job, and I said no, and I thought I'd say yes. That's why I've been working towards that's what I've been working toward this whole time, but my soul gave me a hard no. Ah. Okay, now I keep um thinking, did I make the wrong choice? But I know I didn't, but I'm scared. I got kids. I'm the breadwinner. Spirit wants me to trust. Okay, I see what's going on here. Yes. Let's get you some clarity on how best to move forward and what you are wanting to manifest in your life. I know you have responsibility on your plate as well, and you got babies to take care of and all the things, and yourself to take care of. And when you are taken care of, they are taken care of. So definitely come meet. If you need a like extra session, whatever you need to do, come to Magic to Market, and we can spend some time together, and we can, I can help you build an actionable plan to get you going, and tap into your energy as well to see what's going on. So I'm here to hold space. I always got you. I'm terrified. Terror it's gonna happen, right, when we take those leaps of faith. And that's okay, right? Like it just means you really care. That you are taking a leap, right? Leaps, we don't have clarity on what's going to happen next. We just know that the universe is guiding us there, and we just get on our boat and we go, and whatever comes next, we face with grace, no matter what it looks like. And at the end of the day, you're going to be okay. And I will always remind everybody what my friend had told me, because he's up there in age now, and he always told us that, if he knew that everything was going to work out the way it did, he wouldn't have spent so much time worrying. And he had quite the adventurous life going with the flow of the universe, but he was always worried. And he's happily living on Whidbey Island as a painter. And he was like, when I learned to let go, I became infinitely happy, right? And he has a beautiful house. He was like, it manifested out of the blue, and he was like traveling around in his van and houseless and all these things, and as he says, recklessly falling in love and all this stuff. But his biggest thing was he wished that he could have also had more time with his partner before they passed, but he was so worried and so anxious and terrified of what might happen. But it's normal, right? And was just saying how much he cared, and that's why he was nervous. And so we just have to honor that part of us, and know that we have the skills. We have the skills to create what it is that the universe is bringing towards us. and that we just have to take aligned action. We can't take action from greed. We don't take from other people. We don't take action from low frequency energies, because what we create will have that frequency. So I know that you're going to be just fine. You're going to be just fine. Keep envisioning and let that energy come out of you. Let it come out of you. It needs to go somewhere. Alchemize it. You know, I went to a lot of kickboxing. Like, I would run really far and I would just cry and yell and scream and kick, you know, just like a child would, to try and process and regulate. And then I would get back up and I'd be like, it doesn't change anything. Like, aside from feeling better, I still have to take action, right? That's the only way I'm going to know what's going to work, is if I keep taking action. Thank you, going to sign up for next week. Yay. Yay. I can't wait to see you there. I'm so excited. I'm so excited for you, Angela. It's going to be a beautiful journey, you know, and whatever spirit throws at you, it's meant for you. That's what we always have to remember. I've been in some weird ass places, dark places, hard places, no money places, money places, no money places, like all these things. And it wasn't easy. And, you know, I can't say that I know exactly what comes next, but I can tell you that I am grateful for every moment that spirit kind of led me in a different direction. And that I always made it. You always make it. You always make it, no matter what. Even though if 1 year ago you were shitting your pants, right? Like I was freaking out. How the hell am I gonna not be on the street, right? And I'm here, and it's only getting better. So, and we talked about this again in Z School for the Gifted, of, you know, just reminding everybody that, you know, sometimes when we ask for growth and newness and awakening and bliss and this energy of infinite wealth and alignment and true happiness, the universe gives you the lessons to be able to experience that. But first, you know, you must remove the parts of the ego that keep you from experiencing it, right? So you go through, I like to say, the universal book of life. You go through your universal book of life, so then this new book can be plopped into the Akashic records, right? And so sometimes what people do is just go through the Akashic records to try and understand themselves, because they need to. They have to remember how they've navigated before. But the true happiness lies in your presence and how you are choosing to take that next breath, and how you're choosing to live, and how you are choosing to know that everything works out in the end. It's already done, right? And I know that sounds cliche, but it's already done. Everything, it's already done, because it all happens at once. And could you still find joy and happiness in not knowing and being free within that? I was talking to one of my friends not that long ago, and she's an amazing surfer, and I heart them so much. And she was, we always connect at random times, and she was going through some growth in her life too. And she was like, see, I don't know how you just are okay with not knowing. And I was like, some days I'm not, you know, but for the most part, why do I need to know? You know, like, we forget to ask ourselves, why do I need to know? If I really believe that spirit is going to deliver me the best life ever, I don't need to know. I don't need to know. All I need to do and know is how to take care of myself day to day. Right? I just need to know my responsibilities, which is very much so in the tangible realm. But I don't need to know how God is going to put the pieces together, because they're more masterful at that than I am, right? And time again, I learned that when I tried to put the fucking pieces together, it didn't work. And so, you know what I mean? Like, there it is. And I'm like, I want you to put the puzzle pieces together, because I tried to put rocks together with Elmer's glue and thought it was a dress. Okay? Like, I'm like, Can you be the master builder? You just like, and I feel like sometimes people take that too literally, and then they're nervous to not take action in their life. And we actually talked about that today. Beautiful Nia had said a nice realization of realizing how much action is actually needed. And there is the truth within spirituality that the colonized version of spirituality tells you that you have to do nothing and that it will just be given to you, or that all these things. But that's because colonization doesn't know how to heal. Colonization doesn't know how to manifest. Colonization doesn't know about magic. Colonization doesn't know about the value of community and action. And so you allow the universe to work its magic, but you have to tell the universe what it is that you want, and you have to take action. And I said, your path doesn't move unless you move, just like a wheel, right? You can't have momentum on your wheel unless you move the wheel, unless you move the needle. As people say, like, what's one thing you can do today that really moves the needle? Like, moves that metaphorical needle or the needle of a sewing machine, right? You have to press the pedal. You have to press the pedal in order to create. I'm eating lots of sewing things lately. Need some counseling from you, fairy teachers, at the same time too. I'm really trusting the process. Trust the process. It sounds so cliche, but like when you're really in it, you really can. It's so true, all that you said. Thank you. And so tempted to release my energy with my Uber friend. Do what's best for you. Only you will know, right? That's a part of the journey. That face. Like, sit down and write about it. Are you happy, right? Why is it that you want to release it? Is it harming you in any way? Is it something that you want, right? Like, there's many questions that you can ask yourself. If you want to release it, that story is yours to release. If you want to keep it, that story is also yours to keep. If you are feeling overwhelmed by the intensity of love and freedom, how can you also do that for yourself outside of the relationship so it becomes normalized, right? I want and need to be fearless. Come to more than worthy. Yeah. Fearless is a very interesting thing because it's like, you can be fearless, right? You face it. It's more so being fearless is like you see and sense the fear, but it doesn't become embodied. Because the body and the mind will experience many things, but it's when we embody something that keeps us stuck and self-sabotaging. It's when the anxiety becomes a part of your reality. Then that's what we need to let go of. But being in your seat of observance and saying, like, I feel really scared. Have you had conversations with this person about how you feel, about your emotions? You can also do that. That is also an option. I have on occasion literally just been like, I'm so scared. Like, I'm so sorry. I'm just really scared right now. And like, I'm doing my best to be able to articulate myself and all these things. And my trauma is coming up, and just being quite honest and asking for what I needed. In that time, I needed 48 hours to process my thoughts, and heal, because I didn't want to project anything onto them. And so, but I did owe them honesty. And what the hell is that? Chainsaw. I did want to just, keep it safe for everybody. Have conversations, but Zawadi, let me know if you've talked to them about how you feel. You're great. I feel a little tiny bit better. Just a little bit. As long as you feel a little bit better, that's That's all that matters, and I do want to say, because the spiritual awakening journey, and even having a divinely led business, is what I like to say. It's not always easy. I would be lying to you if I said it was, but it's not always easy. You're retraining and reconditioning your mind to be half in the spiritual realm and half in reality, and learning how to balance that, and I have definitely had days where filled with complete horror and other days where I've been filled with complete peace. Now it's a lot of peace all the time, um, because I've learned to be in a higher frequency within my business and let go, but also take action. And with repetition, right? We have to give ourselves the ease and the grace to be able to receive the new journey. That can be the hardest part in the beginning. Are you going to be able to receive it? Have you given yourself permission to receive the new journey, right? Do I say, I now give myself permission to experience the magic of the universe? I now give myself permission to see what I am made of, right? Because even owning a business is sometimes, it takes a little bit of warrior energy sometimes. Uh, like learning new things about yourself, about, if you have an online business, algorithms, like surrounding yourself with people who do what you want to do, or go where you want to go, and are, like, and just so many gifts start to happen. I'm just telling you, be in the frequency as much as you can. Be around business oriented people who are excelling, who are bright, who can give you advice, because it'll really change your life. And even with friendships, like, who's in your community right now, Angela? In Zawadi, I know you're part of this community, but who's in your physical community? And anybody who is here, you're welcome to tune in, and share, or tap in and share who's in your community. I will literally write down, like, every area of my life, including my business. Can you hear that? Only a couple more days. I don't know if it's outside. Oh, it's outside. Okay. I was like, is that just a really clogged juicer or a chainsaw? But I will literally write down parts of my life. Like, I will write down spirituality, I will write down career, and then even different aspects of my career, because I have a business that has many legs. And then I will also write down friendships. I'll write down money. I'll write down purpose. I'll write down family, and I will literally just, have my goals and then go through all of them, and see if I'm actually surrounded by people who I need, to help me, and that I can learn from, and things like that, seeing healthy family dynamics, and all this stuff, being around people who are in the music industry, not just the tiny music industry. I was like, big music industry, straight to the top. Boom. I landed straight in it. Straight in it, because that's what I requested. So make sure that you are being intentional about who you spend time with. Really do not have much of a physical community. I do have online community. Yeah, online community is a great place to start, right? And then the teachers like me will be like, okay, it's time for you to get out in the community. Right? It is a part of the journey. Once you are ready and willing to receive it, right? Because you're setting up your business, you're going to be networking and all that kind of stuff. And even, for myself, having an online business, I did spend a lot of time out in the world. I still do, telling people about what I do, and then running everything online and telling people what I do and running everything online and that kind of stuff. So there is a sense of being visible out in the world, even within your community, that helps energetically bring your path towards you a lot faster. So we can definitely focus on that. Let me see. I'm going to look at this thing really quickly. Okay. Yes. Yes, I'm ready to get back out there. Good. When you are in that ready stage, that's when the magic happens. The magic begins to happen when you are ready. Like, I always ask people if they are ready and willing to receive like this next phase of their life, because then I can come in and help you and get you like out. It's like baby is in the nest, help baby in the nest, get baby out of the nest. Fly. Bye. Hi, Angela. I can relate to you in so many ways with you. And Zeke, my community is also online here. Big hugs to you. Yeah, it starts there. It starts there, right? Because it's almost everybody's spiritual journey now, I feel like, in this newer age. Where you like have the beginning of your awakening, you go into like deep hermit mode, you're healing, you find an online community, you start to feel safe. When you're ready, the teacher appears, right? And then the teacher teaches you how to go out and be in the world, and then you go do what you need to do. And then you have like your mentors that kind of come in and your destiny helpers. That's like the general path. That's like the general path. But when you're ready to be seen, and like that's when folks like myself can step in and help you, right? But you have to be ready, and it sounds like you are ready. I'm always grateful for my my fairy teacher Z. Yay! Teach Z on the scene. I have my cup today. Teach, Love, Inspire. Doesn't have anything in it other than yogurt. Yep, you're the teacher. And you've appeared. Ta-da! Bink. Right? Teacher always appears when you're ready. And then I'm like, who's ready to party? Let's get you out in the world and manifesting. It's a fun journey. I love being a teacher. I also realized that for the longest time, like coaching and teaching are, to me, very different. But I love both. I love both, but I also love teaching. Like I don't enjoy calling myself a coach. I don't like it because I just think of coach from like New Girl, coach with a whistle. Like I love being a teacher, a community educator. Like that aligns with my soul a lot better. A spiritual guide, like a guide. Like I'm also a guide. I'm also a shaman. Like coach just feels like, ow, you got me. Or my friends like to call me the sexologist now, and are like, you need to sexology all the time. I'm like, all right, here we go. Right? You follow your path. Y'all are funny. Another comment from the Mango Sheet also says, someone put green and put, I experienced this, but the roles were in reverse and it sucks big time. It does suck. Roles reversed. Interesting. So that means that they would have been the Cancer. They would have been the Cancer. Wow. I want to know about that side of the story. What I'm going to do now is put folks' name on a piece of paper, so then I can draw from it, and then we're going to see who the winner is. We obviously have Mrs. Awadi, who just voted, that also said, oh, he looks delicious. Yummy, LOL. And okay, Zawadi, you put 2 different colored hearts. You're only supposed to put 1 colored heart. I'm gonna have to make like very strict instructions with you all, because you like to wiggle out of everything. Always wiggling. Wiggling out of so much. Y'all crack me up. I can't wait to meet you all in person. It's gonna be fabulous. It's gonna be so great. I can actually hear your voice instead of just hearing the echo of my own voice from my headphones. And then I'm gonna go into these stories. And again, folks, you are welcome to share your relationship stuff. Zawadi, I'm really curious about you and your relationship thing going on. Are you happy? Do you feel happy within the relationship? Let me know. I wanna know. Also, if somebody who won last week wins again, I'm gonna skip you because that's not fair. Right? I feel like that's not fair. Let me do this. Sawati. Prismatic Soapbox is Kevin, I'm pretty sure. Ancient Eyes. I'm so excited for this. Should I just let it go? Why do I feel like you're going to win? I don't know. It feels weird. I feel like your energy is very strong. It's fine. If you just win, you win. It is what it is. I'm just going to let it happen. The universe has decided. You just have that magic in your life right now. I can feel it all the time. All the time. Welcome up. I know, girl. Welcome, no problem. Who did I just write? L Bear. Okay. Oh, Nia said I can see it now. Oh, yay! Yes, the tarot card that's up there is now there for everybody to look at. Nia! You know what would be fun if I went back and found all these men and had them on a show? Wouldn't that be so fun? I think it would be so fucking fun. I bet all of them would do it. The coming chapters, maybe not all of them. Maybe not all of them. Oh, dang, I forgot my bucket. Oh, wait, no, I didn't. It's right here. Hold on. Okay. Yes, let it go. And I put my pink dress on today with hearts. Aren't you cute? Aren't you cute? Okay, I'm going to put everybody's name in here. Let me make sure these papers aren't sticking together. This is so exciting. Okay. I have things at the bottom of this that's making noise. Hi, beautiful people. Nia says, hello, Nia. I'm about to pick the name right now. Who's going to win? Who's going to win? Who's going to win? Okay, I'm not going to look. Not going to look. I'm not going to look. Who's going to win? Okay. Oh, it fell. Not them. All right. Look! Nia! Nia! You are the winner. Look at that. Enters Nia. You are the winner of next week's class of the art of love and magnetism, my friend. I'm excited for you. This is so much fun. You've been busting your butt. I'm so excited for you. Angela said, Nia, congrats. Shani said, yay, go Nia. LMAO, wow. Look at that. Look at that, my friend. Look at that. I'm so happy you're here too because you get to see it live. I will add you to the class. So you don't have to do anything because I already have your information. I know who you are. I'm going to add you in and then you sit back and relax, right? And you do your homework until next class. Anybody does their homework. Oh, I love homework. Congratulations, beautiful. Thank you, everyone. Yes, I'm so excited for you. I want more fairy dresses. I want all the things. I mean, you were showing up. You showed up. Are you proud of yourself? I'm proud of you. Nia, are you proud of yourself? I want you to write it in the comments. I want you to write in the comments if you are proud of yourself. You've made some huge leaps in your life since your very first Z School for the Gifted. And I remember you being there, and I remember the journey with tarot, like really beginning that, and you took the challenge. Do you remember? I said, okay, get your cards. You're gonna read me right now. And you were like, okay. And now look at you on YouTube. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. Nia, are you proud of yourself? I want to know. Write it in the comments. Look at that. I want to order chicken dinner. I am very proud of myself and very grateful. Aw, yay. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Probably shouldn't have that showing, I think. I'm so happy. Oh, cool. Zawadi. We did here and there, but we did let it out last night early on. I feel like we're on the same page. Good. We're both working on ourselves and working towards stability. We know what self-love. Ooh, so this is like, it's getting deep. It's getting deep for you. Is that what's making you a little skittish? We want and needs to do. I love that. Is that what's making you a little skittish? That same feeling I had that day, I had last night with the ancestors, straight tears. Oh, you're so sweet. I wish I could give you a hug. I'm giving myself a hug for you. Yeah, your experience last night with the ancestors. If anybody missed it, last night we did work on tethering and connecting with the ancestors. I taught them how to energetically send their cords, visualize them, see them, call them in, connect them to the earth, keep them in their bodies. We did a bunch of energetic work. It was a lot of fun. And I'll be sharing the shorter meditations on Insight Timer for folks to practice going forward. I highly recommend you experiencing it live. And also, you have a community. You can ask a lot of questions, and just be there for each other. Everything happens for a reason, right? You're not just there to ask one question. Guarantee you're going to get something out from everybody else. And it's a great place to also begin your Grimm or your ancestor book. But it's a part of your spiritual inheritance to be able to see them, speak to them, manifest money, manifest a life that you are wanting. This is your generational healing. This is how you do it with them. So if it calls to you, definitely join. We meet every Thursday. Magic to Market is usually on Mondays. Next week it's on Tuesdays. Z School for the Gifted is Thursday nights if you're in the US, and then Wednesday mornings if you are in like Africa and those places, UK, to help with that. Hi, King Grizzly. How are you? How are you since last night? Thank you for believing in me from the very beginning. Oh, that makes me want to cry. I want to squeeze you. Of course, I'm happy to. I believe in every single one of you. Every single one of you. I know that you all can do this. Like, sometimes we just need someone by our side to like cheer us on and hold space. That's like, that's what I'm always talking about, right? In generational healing, even though I'm a teacher, I'm a coach, I'm all these things, right? I hold space for you to exist and expand in and have that nurturing energy that a lot of us didn't get when we were younger, or don't know how to understand it or generate it for yourself now, right? We need people in our lives to cheer us on and guide us. We're not meant to do things alone. We're not meant to do things alone. And we're both very, very much attracted. I know, to each other. Some real man madness. Oh my goodness! Did you get into the water? Did you get into the water and light a blue candle too if you need? Did you get into the water, Zawadi? Everyone's saying hi to King Grizzly. King Grizzly's holding it down. We love King Grizzly, don't we? We love you, Kevin. Congratulations, Mia. That's so freaking wild. It's so freaking wild. Also, Zawadi, you have to tell me what heart you actually pick. You can't have two hearts. In just a second, I'm also going to share. Oh, King Grizzly, since you're joining, I know you voted on Substack. the tarot card wasn't showing, but now it's showing. For some reason, it was stuck in the universe. So I had to go through and like resave it. Now it's there. I had an ego death last night, did a lot of self-reflecting after that, reassess my priorities on my life, currently in the gym, what happened with the mango. How did you, or I guess you're kind of telling it already. Do you feel good about where you've landed now? Ego deaths are so necessary for our journey. I'm glad that you were able to feel that peace, get yourself to the gym, reassess priorities, like all sorts of things. Everything happens for a reason. Yes. Oh, hi, Emerald. Hello, hello. Or Bunny. It's so great to see you. It's so great to see you all. Yeah, sometimes, we'll do a meditation and healing. And you never know quite what's going to happen, but whatever is meant to happen will happen. Right? And we can receive it with grace, but it's so necessary. It's so necessary. And one thing about receiving the ancestors and connecting with them is they'll also give you what you need to receive at the time, regardless of what that looks like, right? Unconditional love, a lesson, a vision, right? I think sometimes people expect, not saying that this is just directed at you, but I feel like sometimes people expect that the ancestors are just going to just visit and show up, which sometimes they do. But sometimes they'll show you what you need to know in that moment. Because that's also what your soul and your heart might be craving to release. So they now have an opportunity to give you what you need, what you've been craving, what you've been asking for, Yes. Hi, Isa. What is coming towards me, please? If you want a personal reading, the link is going to be in the description. And you're welcome to join Z's School for the Gifted as well. It's every Thursday. The link is going to be in the description. I did just expressing how I felt. I love this. This is amazing. Zawada, you crack me up. You crack me up. I love how this is unfolding. You should just have a podcast about everything you're experiencing right now with this real life mango man. Just saying. You manifested him. You manifested him. Hi Zawadi, I missed you yesterday. Yeah, see, everybody missed you. We missed you. We missed you. We missed everybody. It's a good community. And if you're not in the Z School for the Gifted chat, I'll be sending out the email. If not today, I have a very busy day today. If not today, then tomorrow. And if you're in the Art of Love and Magnetism as well, I will send you that email also, along with the journal prompts that we started today. So you'll be able to finish those in terms of healing mother and father wounds so that you can reflect on that. I missed everybody too. I was devastated. Heartbreak. We sent you good energy that I couldn't make it. I tried up to the last minute. Oh, it just wasn't meant to be. It wasn't meant to be, but you will be back. I am so excited. It was necessary. Oh, I was typing necessary when you said that. See, always thinking. Yes, they did. I have to make space for them. Yeah, they love you. And also you've made space for more love, So they're ready to love you as much as they can. It's time. It's time. It's time. I'm front row with my popcorn. You're so funny. Aw, I love how much you all love each other. It's so sweet. I'm gonna share for chapter 3 because chapter 4 drops tonight for the Mango Man and other manifestations. Ooh, chapter 3 was a yellow heart. It was a yellow heart. Some of it was true. Some of it was not true at all. Some of it was true and some of it was not true. Um, the ghosting definitely happened, but in a different way, in a completely different way. Um, it happened mostly over text. There was like a cycle of them messaging me and doing all these things and then just ghosting. But how we met and how things unfolded in the beginning, that is all true. That is all true. I met him while I was in Miami. I was actually in Miami and I was cleaning out some of my stuff. And it was like we just like magnetized towards each other. The ethnicity, all that, absolutely true. Yeah, we were like heavily invested in each other energetically. It was kind of creepy in the beginning. He was heavily just into the music scene, the art scene, traveled around with a lot of like big name people, jets, all the stupid things. And it just didn't end so hot. It didn't end so hot. It didn't end so hot. Um, yeah. Oops, I didn't mean to click on that one yet. After the first two chapters, I had to pick green. Some of it was, yeah, so this was actually a yellow one. This was a yellow one. I wanted to throw in a curveball. Angela, wrong again. It's so funny, right? Because the funniest thing is, as a writer, is that like it's a scavenger hunt. Like you're trying to put together all these different things about what could actually be true, but also spirituality and also the journey of like being unbiased, but also being biased at the same time. It's very like it's so fun. I love hearing people's comments and talking about it. I have such a newfound respect for meditation and imagination. I was definitely sleeping on it, but I'm on it. Yay! After my run, I sat by a tree and breathed and connected my root to three or tree cicadas. Three tree cicadas. Sorry, went crazy. Oh my goodness, that's amazing. Cicadas are also very lucky. Um, they're very, very lucky. I'm glad that you found that connection. What happened to you last night was just beautiful. So beautiful. And I'm honored that I was able to guide you there to that space. Um, thank you. Oh, these are so fun. I was going back and forth so much between red and green, but now yellow is back in my head. I'm just going to torment you all with every chapter. I can't wait for tonight's chapter. It's going to be a little bit tricky, I feel like, for folks after this one. But yeah, this one was fun. He was a Cancer sun. He had a magnificent voice, very magnificent, sensual. He looked almost identical to that card. I would say he looked a little bit more Japanese than the card. We had some weird spiritual conversations. Yeah, he had a great disappearing act. And then loved to pop up and get to know me / like ask a bunch of questions, then get to know me. So he wasn't actually getting to know me. He was curious about his own path because he also knew that I was a spiritual teacher and he didn't quite understand spirituality. And at the time I was like an over giving person. And I allowed myself to like give that energy away. And then he never really got to the point of getting to know me. And so at the end, I played the best disappearing act because I was over it. I was over it. Yeah, sent me some stupid things. And I was like, 1, 2, 3, pull nothing out of my fucking hat. Just, at the end of those shows, they drop a sheet and they're gone. Yeah, I was like, well, I'm just not going to be mature about this one. What about the ancestors? What were they saying to you during this? Ooh, that's a great question. Yeah, the ancestors were definitely like during the ghosting parts, they were quite silent. They get silent when I'm in an important lesson because they need me to learn it. In the beginning, they were definitely like questioning and like saying like kind of be careful, like that kind of stuff, and just like watch basically. But then they went quiet. Um, Again, that's what they do because I needed to learn that lesson. Um, And so, like, if I wanted a confirmation, I would get a confirmation of like needing to be there. But like one of my friends, she's a phenomenal tarot reader, and she's been the only one who can really pick up on certain one of my ancestors. And I had said, I was like, I feel them being quiet on purpose. And she was like, yeah, you have to see it through. So that's how my ancestors are. Like, they're very much so like, if I have to see something through, I don't get to ask questions. So this was very much so one of those situations. And then there's other situations like the man at the river and all those things where they're like, you should enjoy yourself, like have fun, blah blah blah. And then I just get scared and run away. But then other ones, it's like if it's like deep healing and ghosting and self-worth and all that stuff, they go like dead silent. Dead silent after a while. Also, the card is fire. It's cool, right? Love the colors. Um, yeah, I'm excited about these cards. These cards. I love them. There's gonna be one for every chapter. And the ones coming are just yay. um, so funny. I didn't pick yellow because I thought you said only red and green. I would have picked yellow though. Yeah, I was trying to get you all to be decisive and then I was going to take away the yellow one, but then on one of the lives I said I was just going to keep it. And I felt like it made it a little bit easier because I like it, or not easier but like more fun to have that middle ground. I just didn't, the first one everybody put yellow and I was like, so I wanted you to be more decisive. It's also part of the game. It's also part of the game. Some of them will be yellow, some of them will be green, some of them will be red. We just don't know when. Mommy, no, unfortunate. It's not going to be serious. Maybe the intimacy, if it happens, will be seriously steamy. What? I really missed last night. I needed to be there. It's okay. It's okay. Everything happens for a reason. There will be others. Oh, okay, that makes a lot of sense to me. I miss the ancestors' voice in this story. Yeah, they are sometimes not there um, intentionally to teach me a lesson. And you also start to feel that like as you go through your journey. And if you think about it too, like it also made for a great discussion today. Everything happens for a reason. That's how I feel. And that's what I know because that's how it's always been. And if the ancestors were always there to tell you everything about your entire life and making you make these decisions, you would never be autonomous. You would never break cycles. They could lead you towards how to break the cycle, but you have to break it, right? You can bring the horse to water, but you can't make it drink type of thing. But I need to double check my calendar. Yeah. Is today Friday? Oh, yeah. It's that type of thing. And different ancestors will come during different times. And there's also the journey of just having fun and learning. But this was really pivotal for me during that time because I was also healing from other people who had ghosted me. Like ghosting was like a thing was like a complete thing, and going after people who like didn't actually want to be there, and like having a skewed view of my worth for the longest time. So I needed to go through many rounds of being ghosted to be like, this sucks. 222. I love 222. It makes sense. So that's how I felt when I missed the mirror session. Hey, maybe I'll circle them back around at some point. I'll circle them back around. But yeah, this was a fun one to write, and I'm glad you all are enjoying them. And I do want to ask again, are you reading them and listening to them, or are you listening to them? I'm always curious. Everybody's doing something different. Someone said that they were reading and listening to it at the same time, and so I was laughing because like sometimes the writing is different than the audio. I don't always correct everything or like change it, because in the audio sometimes I'll do it as I would speak it normally rather than how I would write it. Real AF. Yeah, it's so real. The love journey. Also, Nia, I loved your comment. I don't think you were on by then. But your comment of, I'm starting to wonder if falling for someone like this or encountering this dynamic is a rite of passage on the self-love journey. That was a phenomenal comment. I would love to know your thinking behind that one. I loved that. But I had just shared a little bit earlier about how just like the other parts of your life, like if you accept your destined path and your purpose, things start to unfold in a very magical way. But sometimes folks forget that they have to accept their love path as well, so that things can unfold in the way that they are meant to. But yeah, I loved hearing that. And I know their love journey and manifestations are a little bit different, but yeah, everyone's comments made me just crack the fuck up. I mean, yeah, cancers. Cancers have this deep energy. Sometimes I feel like imbalanced cancers don't fully understand their own emotions, like, and he was really interesting because he was very tender and caring, but he had like very little insight into one, consistency, two, like, what is it called, like interpersonal dynamics. Like he didn't understand, I feel like, some social cues and things like that. So I mean, there could have been a lot of different things going on. And I also feel like he was not ready actually to be in a relationship. And I feel like I saw it, but I didn't accept it. And was still open to it because I was just like, I'm just gonna have fun. But then was like, I'm traumatizing myself. But what was also really nice was that he remembered a lot of things that I would tell him about stuff that I liked. And we had a lot of synchronicities that would happen to us. And we ended up running in a lot of the same circles. Like I didn't know, like when I told him who my friends were in Miami, it turned out that his friends and my friends were friends. And so it was kind of odd how it all came about. But it was like we could talk forever. But then I would notice like he would kind of pull away when his emotions got a little too intense. And I'm a very deep person, as you all know. So I don't have any issues or like hesitancies about talking about deep things or like being vulnerable. But it was clear it would scare him. And he was like very spiritually connected, but didn't have any spiritual practices and was so hard-headed. because he would ask like spiritual things, and then I would ask him if he like actually wanted the advice, and then he would say yes, and I would share. Like he just wanted, I feel like, opportunities to kind of say no, or like wasn't fully trusting. And so then I was like, you don't actually want to help yourself. And I'm gonna help myself because I'm seeing what's going on here and I'm gonna exit. I'm like, this is no. Um yeah, we both had a part to play, but it was an interesting thing. And then, they had some stuff with money, and they were just like, I feel like I'm just not a good steward of money. And I was like, what do you do? Like I like have this like realization at one point of like, I think you just don't take action. Like I feel like you're stuck in your Cancer energy. And then I was like, oh no. And like my energy started to like sink away. And I was like, I'm getting lost in the water. I'm drowning. Run. um yeah, it was King Grizzly. I missed that one too. Oh my god. Imbalanced female cancers are nutty in my experience. Yeah. Imbalance any imbalanced sign is bananas. Um Imbalanced water signs are like are like a succubus, like their energy, because they're water, it's like a vortex of of things that you can't, it's like really hard to get out of, and then it like swallows them whole, and then they swallow other things, and you're like, don't feed me, Seymour. Emotional roller coaster. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. um yeah, the woman I was dating for a while in the past was a Cancer moon and a Scorpio. Very like, yeah. How was your Daisy? It's been really great. I woke up super early, went for a swim, did my journaling, met an interesting person at the river. I'm always meeting interesting people there. And it like it yeah. It was really interesting also because there's a part of the water that I don't always go to, but I felt called to go that way. And there was a big houselessness population there, hidden kind of up into the trees, kind of spread out. And it was just interesting because you can tell that they kind of felt uncomfortable with me being there. Not in the sense that like, um, I don't know. It was almost like I wonder if people had come around and told them to leave, because they were like kind of skittish and whatnot. But um, yeah, it was a very interesting experience, and there's been a few of them that I've given my stuff to so they can like be more comfortable. But it was a really interesting rising because I haven't seen all of them together that much. Um, and so it put me in a very reflective mood, and with manifesting and helping people and things like that. So I feel like I started my day in a very interesting energy. Um and just seeing folks like walk by and like not really acknowledge them. Like it was also kind of heartbreaking to see that part. Um and how short people are with folks who ask for things and all this stuff. And yeah, I just invite people to be kinder. Like they should have been more kind, and they weren't being kind. And it just was like there's a lot of growth that needs to happen in the world. And there's this one person that people kind of stay away from. Because his pants are always like super low and his butt is out most of the time. And I was like, why is he always like walking around like that? And then I realized, as because he was like walking along kind of where I was laying, and like he usually bathes in the river, and I feel like a lot of them are waiting to bathe in the river. But like when they don't, like when people are there watching, they're less likely to do it, obviously. But I've been down there a few times when I've like caught them bathing in the water, which you shouldn't have. There's no catch, like you can bathe in the water, right? And then I realized that his pants literally only go that far. Like there is no extra pant, and I was like, I need to fix this. I was like, like there's like, yeah, it was just a very interesting rising. And then I came and then I coached and I hung out with my dogs and all the things, and I've been busy ever since. And I basically have a very busy afternoon, and then I have a running cycle Brooks thing event, and then I have dinner with friends, and then I have recording, and then I'm probably not gonna sleep, and I need to somehow squish in going to the bank and all the things. But so far it's been good. Thank you for asking, Kevin. Thank you for asking. Thank you. This guy I was talking to had a pattern of ghosting for 3 days, and I kept making excuses for them, and because they had a lot going on. Yeah, at some point it's kind of like, no, you don't. Like, or if you do, tell me. Hi, Jamila. He also had a pattern of not taking action, very much a water sign. Yeah, that can happen. Water signs get very overwhelmed by their own water energy if it's imbalanced sometimes. The water sign in me needed to learn what people have to want to heal themselves, and I deserve better. Yeah, 10,000%. You always deserve better. You deserve someone who's actually going to be there and put in the effort, right? Like it's teamwork. It's always working together to be able to reach that common goal of, stability, open communication, unconditional love, happiness, all of it. Like you have to work together. But if people really don't want that, then it is what it is. Yeah, it is what it is. There's not really much you can do about it. And you can't really wait for someone to be ready. I've definitely been in that situation where waiting for someone to be ready if you're ready. I just, you just gotta move on and keep living. I'm a Cancer rising, but my chart is a good balance of all elements. I love that. Yeah, it's all like we all have the potential to be imbalanced. But that's why elemental healing is so important, because we are the elements. And so when our elements are out of balance, we're going to be out of balance and be bananas, and it will manifest in many different ways. Like if I didn't go into the water all the time or stay grounded, I'd be a hothead, mouthy, like fire sign, slightly depressed, mostly mouthy. Yeah, it just like everybody has that potential to be something else or someone else or act a certain way. Jamila, I don't think I saw a vote from you on this one, but Nia won the competition. Listening the audio is it. The narrating makes the experience better. Yay. Okay, good. Yeah, I love narrating. I feel like it's fun. I love audio type things. I did both because I also want to make it inclusive for folks who do not have that accessibility. So I'm always curious to see who's enjoying what. What was it? Oh, the Substack article. Nia won a spot in next week's The Art of Love and Magnetism. So Nia won. We put all the names in and showed out. Nia, congratulations. We had an awesome class today too. Yeah, some people suck. That's why we are going to change the world, y'all. Yeah. You should get him a pair of pants if you feel it in your spirit and he's approachable. I'm glad you didn't get it. Yeah, I've approached him many times. I've given him many things. He's quite nervous. He's quite nervous, so I try not to overwhelm him. Overwhelm him. Um, so it's, gotta build up to it. I will do what I feel like doing. Yeah, I went into lines. Yes, I like the audio too. I feel like I can hear by the emphasis if it's real or not. That's so funny. What did you guess for the last one, Jamila? Real or not? You didn't vote on this one. I didn't see your name there. I'm gonna stay for another 5 minutes and then I'm gonna head out because I need to somehow make it to the bank and the store. Somehow make it. I'll make it. Oh, you did? Oh, I missed you for the drawing. Oh yeah, you probably just did it. Dang. Yeah, I missed you for the drawing. Green. No, it was yellow. I threw in a curveball this time. I told you all that you had to vote green or red, and then I kept yellow, and then I said I was going to keep yellow, and then I went for a yellow story. So who knows what's going to happen next? Tonight it drops at midnight. Oops. Yeah, there we go. And y'all don't forget to like the post too. I'm going to add that in as a thing. You got to like and you got to vote. Wondering if we've all met this person. Have you met a version of this person, Jamila? Hi, Dee. Yeah, boo. You missed it. The cutoff is technically 10 a.m. when I go live, but I've been like trying to hold on a little bit longer because I know some of y'all be straggling hard. A ghosting narcissist. Yeah. Yeah. I allowed it to happen too. I allowed it. I knew. We always knew. I was like, he's so gorgeous. He's a sexy, sexy man. No, I didn't think that, but I was just like, I'm oddly attracted to you, and it's very energetic. When it's like very energetic, I feel like it's even harder for me to like disconnect because I'm like, oh no. It's okay. I had a client at noon and was being moody this morning, even though I meditated and journaled. Are you releasing something? I'm a straggler. Yeah, straggler. The cutoff is 10 a.m., people. I'll try and do some more posts, like as much as I can, so that you know the cutoff. Y'all can just remember. Y'all can just remember. That's so funny. Stragglers. Happy Friday to everyone. Yes, happy Friday. Happy Venus Day. Happy. There's something I was gonna say, now I can't remember. I definitely meant that person within. Oh, I definitely meant. Wait, what? What do you mean, Kevin? What do you mean? I need to catch up on your stories. I've been busy. I've been so busy. I'll be able to have more time next week, mid next week. Right now, I'm like in the thick of it and just hanging out by the seat of my pants. What pants? More like bathing suit. Just kidding. I have shorts on today. I have shorts on today. I'm still in my bathing suit. Can you tell? Still in it to win it. But I need to change. I need to shower. No, I'm not. I don't know what I'm going to do. How many hours? What are you all up to for the rest of the day? And then I'm going to head out. I'm so hungry. I'm so hungry. What are you up to for the rest of the day? Great job, everybody. Today, too, in the art of love and magnetism. Y'all healed like nothing I've ever freaking seen. I know every class is such an honor, but digging into mother and father wounds and dating and relationships and sexuality, sensuality, it's a tough journey sometimes. It's so liberating, but we all need a place to come express ourselves fully. You know what I mean? No judgment. Debating on getting a pedicure, going home. Oh my goodness, Internet was going to get a pedicure. You should get a pedicure. Confirmation. There you go. I meant that person more than once. Oh, okay. Okay. Thank you. I was trying to figure out. Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, it's also a reflection of who we are, right? What we are manifesting, what we are accepting, especially when it comes to love and relationships. And, back then I was willing to subject myself to that because that's all I had the capacity for. I'm not that person now, but I needed to know that. Going to try to relax, meditate, sing. Oh, play piano. Ba-da-ba. That's not a piano sound whatsoever. I don't know why I did that. I did not think about work for a while. Good. Yes, relax. Get some delicious food if you can. And you can play your piano and make this noise. I know that's not a piano. I know damn well that's not a piano. I also play the piano. But you could change it to the horn sounds and then it would be like, you know what I mean? I need a studio. I would never leave that thing. I would never leave it. It would just be, that's usually what I do in studios. I get so distracted, except if I'm recording, right? If there's like an engineer, producer like there and I'm at the mic, I have one task. But if like I'm in a room with lots of options, it's like I'm going to figure out how to be my own band. I'm going to figure it out. I don't care how I need to build it. I'm like, what connections do I need? Bring this seat over here, tie this to here. It makes a tapping noise for me. If I wiggle my head, then it slams up. Like I will literally build it so I can have my own band. Sometimes you just got to go there. You know what I mean? Oh, well, thank you. Yeah, see, there you go. Go have fun. Paint those toes. I was actually thinking about getting a pedicure. I don't have time today. I don't have time. I need to manifest time. I just slow down time. I love slowing down time. This piano. I need to go. All right, y'all. I'm gonna get going because I'm a hot mess and I have to finish my life. Thank you all for joining today. I hope you had so much fun. I love talking to you all. I love spending time with you. Go be easy on yourself. It's self-love day. Same, I'm not that person, but your story did remind me that I was. The growth is real. Yeah, the growth is real, right? Celebrate that. Celebrate how far you've come. I thought I slowed down time the other day. I kept waking up and it would be only 30. Yeah, you probably were. Enjoy your day. Thank you. Muchas gracias. I will see you later. Goodbye, everybody. Have an amazing time. I can't wait to see you next week. Magic to Market, C School for the Gifted, the Art of Love and Magnetism. See you all there. Get your candle workings. Do whatever you want to do. Love you. Shine bright. See, I need a better outro. Yeah. Later, alligator. After a while, crocodile.